8 है बच्चा।
तो उसमें पेन चाहिए होगा।
बाद में करिएगा, पहले लगाइए पेन लगाइए।
इसमें बाद में आप वो नहीं कर सकते हैं एडिट। Memory unit. It stores both data and instructions. Earlier we talked about different kinds of memory of the CPU. Today we are talking about memory unit. It stores both data and instructions. It has two types, internal memory and external memory. Now what is internal memory? It is also called main memory, primary memory. Primary memory is a place where data and programs are stored temporarily. It is very fast and expensive but has limited storage capacity. Internal memory is of two types, RAM and ROM. RAM, it is a volatile memory as data and instructions are stored temporarily during its processing only and lost forever when the computer is switched off. Types of RAM. DRAM. It stores data temporarily as the data is lost when the power is suspended. It is need to be refreshed periodically in order to retain data. This makes it slower than SRAM. SRAM. It is fast and expensive. It does not need to be refreshed. It loses data when power is turned off. SDRAM. It uses a synchronous interface to transmit large amount of data at high speed. DDR. It requires less power and has a speed which is double than a SDRAM. As like DDR2, DDR3, DDR4 are used with faster processors like i3, i5 and i7. Now second one is ROM, read-only memory. It is a non-volatile memory. It can only read. It stores information permanently. The primary use of ROM is during the booting process. It stores bootstrap loader program. Now types of ROM. PROM. It is also called OTP, one-time programmable ROM, which means it can be programmed only once at the time of manufacturing and cannot be modified later. PROM provides a faster and less expensive feature. Now what is EEPROM? It can be erased by exposing it to ultraviolet rays and reprogrammed repeatedly with the help of a specialized software. EEPROM. We can erase the particular data byte by byte instead of erasing it completely. Masked ROM. It is a memory that is manufactured with its contents. Flash memory. It is a specific type of EEPROM which maintains the stored information even without a power source. Cache memory, pronounced as cache, is a special high-speed memory that is also type of physical memory which can either be inserted on a motherboard. External memory. It is also called auxiliary or secondary memory. It is needed to store large amount of data. Some external memory are: first is hard disk. It is also called SD or HDD or Winchester disk. It was introduced in 1954 by an IBM team led by Ray Johnson. Hard disk is made up of a collection of disks known as platters. Each platter requires two read-write heads, one for each side. Each platter has the same number of tracks to store data. A track location that cuts across all platters is called cylinder. Hard disk coated with magnetic materials. It has a large storage capacity and can store up to 8 terabytes of data. A disk rotates at a very high speed varying from 5400 to 15,000 rotations per minute. Now CD-ROM. The storage capacity varies from 650 MB to 900 MB. CD comes in two sizes, the standard CD with 120 mm diameter and mini CD with 80 mm diameter. There are two types of CD-ROM, CDR and CDRW. First, CDR, compact disk recordable. This disk can record data only once but can read data over and over again. Now, CDRW, compact disk rewritable. It allows us to erase the previously recorded data. We can write new data on a CDRW disk multiple times. Second is DVD, digital versatile disk. DVD was invented in 1995. Earlier name of DVD was digital video disc. A DVD can hold 4.7 GB to 17 GB of data. There are two types of DVD. First is DVD-R. You can record data only once. And second is DVD-RW. You can erase and record data many times. Second is Blu-ray disc. The name Blu-ray disc is derived from the blue-violet laser, which is used to read and write this type of disc. It can hold data 25 gigabytes to 50 gigabytes. Third is flash drive. It is a small and portable flash memory storage device. It is removable and rewritable. Flash drive is also called pen drive or thumb drive. It can hold data up to 2 terabytes or more. Fourth is memory sticks. A memory stick is a removable flash memory card. Memory stick comes in the following varieties. First is memory stick PRO, introduced in 2003 as a joint effort of Sony and SanDisk. It is available in storage size up to 2 gigabytes. Second is memory stick Duo and memory stick Pro Duo. Third is Magic Gate. It is a copy protection technology introduced by Sony in 1999. It is a form of DRM, digital rights management, that allows for protected content to be transferred to and from a memory card and utilized on a device. Now, units of memory. First is 1 nibble, group of 4 bits, 1 byte, group of 8 bits, 1 kilobyte equals 1024 bytes, 1 megabyte equals 1024 kilobytes, 1 gigabyte equals 1024 megabytes, 1 terabyte equals 1024 gigabytes. 1 petabyte equals to 1024 terabytes, 1 exabyte equals to 1024 petabyte, 1 zettabyte equals 1024 exabyte, 1 yottabyte equals 1024 zettabyte, 1 brontobyte equals 1024 yottabyte, and 1 gobbyte equals 1024 brontobyte. Note 1024 equals to 10 to power 2 to power 10. Gigabyte is the highest memory. Now, second is arithmetic logic unit, ALU. It performs the arithmetic and logical operations on the operands as like plus, minus, multiply, divide, equation symbols. Third is control unit. It controls overall operations on computer. ROM stores a set of instructions called BIOS. Once the computer is on BIOS, is used to start the operating system. A motherboard is the main circuit board of a microcomputer that holds many of the crucial components of the system. It provides connectors for other peripherals. Bus is a collection of wires through which data is transmitted from one part of a computer to another. The bus सर ये कैमरा बंद हो गया है। धनंजय ये देखो कैमरा बंद हो गया इसका। अरे ये नीचे से देखो, इसमें इधर से आओ जरा। अरे ये हिल जाता है शायद। ये यहाँ देखो कोई वायर मिल गया, मैं ऊपर से ओपन करके देखती हूँ। उसको बुलाओ जरा। सर मैंने पॉज कर दिया है। अच्छा यहाँ से a motherboard is the main circuit board of a microcomputer that holds many of the crucial components of the system. It provides connectors for other peripherals. Bus is a collection of wires through which data is transmitted from one part of a computer to another. The bus that connects the CPU to the main memory on the motherboard is called system bus. A term PC compatible refers to a personal computer which is based on the original IBM personal computer design. The IBM first microcomputer was introduced on August 12, 1981 and was named as IBM PC. The Cray supercomputer was invented by Seymour Cray. The Cray supercomputer is nicknamed Bubble because of its bubbling coolant liquids. Derived from chat robot, chatbot is a computer program that mimics human conversation, text or spoken language with a real person using artificial intelligence techniques. Now, types of computers based on operation. First is analog, second digital, and third one is hybrid. Now, digital computer is also based on the size. First is micro, second is mini, third is mainframe, and fourth is super. Analog computer can perform numerous mathematical operations such as weight, temperature, voltage, power, and density. Digital computer works on the principle of binary digit system, that is 0 and 1. Hybrid computer is a combination of analog and digital computers. It accepts analog signals, converts them to digital form. Hybrid computer used as hybrid computers are used at petrol pumps in hospitals to measure heartbeat. Microcomputer is also known as personal computers. These computers use a microprocessor. They cost less and are very small in size. Laptop, tablet, desktop, handheld, embedded are examples of microcomputer. Mini computers are bigger in size. having higher processing speed and are costly than microcomputers. Mini computers are designed for single user and multiple terminals. The first mini computer was introduced in mid-1960s by Digital Equipment Corporation (DEC). IBM series of mini AS400 computer is example of mini computer. Mainframe computers are larger than mini computers. A mainframe computer processes data at a very high speed, which is measured in millions of instructions per second. Mainframe computers are designed for multiple users. IBM S390 is an example of mainframe computer. Supercomputers are the largest, most powerful, most expensive, and very fast computer. They are capable of processing trillions of instructions per second. Cray 1, Cray 2, Param, ETA A10 are example of supercomputer. Now, history of computers, abacus. Abacus was the first mechanical computing device introduced by the Chinese. It is a manual calculating device used for addition and subtraction. Second is Napier bones. Napier's bones was the next device for multiplication by an English mathematician, John Napier, in the 1617. It performs operations like multiplication, division, extractive square roots, and diagonal modification. Third one is slide rule. Slide rule was developed by an English mathematician, Wilhelm Ortrud Edmund Gunter, in the 1627th century. It could perform operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Fourth one is Pascaline. Pascaline is also known as arithmetic machine or adding machine. It was invented in 1642 by a French mathematician philosopher Blaise Pascal. It is believed that it was the first mechanical and automatic calculator. Now, fifth one is Leibniz calculator. In 1673, developed by a German mathematician philosopher Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, it is capable of multiplication and division. It was the first digital mechanical calculator. Sixth one is punch card. Punch card system was developed in 1801 by Jacquard. Seventh is difference engine. In 1822, invented by Charles Babbage, it was a mechanical computer which could perform simple calculations. Eighth is analytical engine. In 1833, invented by Charles Babbage, it was a mechanical computer that used punch cards as input. It was capable of solving any mathematical problem and storing information as a permanent memory. Ninth is tabulating machine. It was invented in 1890 by Herman Hollerith, an American statistician. It was a mechanical tabulator based on punch cards. It could tabulate statistics and record or sort data or information. This machine was used in 1890 US Census. Hollerith also started the Hollerith Tabulating Machine Company, which later became International Business Machine IBM in 1924. 10th is differential analyzer. It was the first electronic computer introduced in the United States in 1930. It was an analog device invented by Vannevar Bush. This machine has vacuum tubes to switch electrical signals to perform calculation. It could do 25 calculations in few minutes. 11th is Mark I. In 1944, Mark I computer was built as a partnership between IBM and Howard Icahn. It was the first programmable digital computer. There are typically 5 generations of computer based on the technology used. So these are first generation computer, 1940 to 1956, they use vacuum tubes. Second generation computer, 1956 to 1963, they use transistors. Third one was third generation computer, 1964 to 1971, they use integrated circuits. And fourth is fourth generation computer, 1971 to 2007. They use VLSI, very large small integrated circuits. And fifth is fifth generation computer, the present ones. They are using artificial intelligence. First generation computer. The input to the computer was through punched cards and paper tapes. The output was displayed as printouts. The instructions were written in machine language, which uses two zeros and ones for coding of the instructions. The first generation computers could solve one problem at a time. Examples are ADVAC, electronic discrete variable automatic computer, EDSAC, electronic delay storage automatic calculator, UNIVAC, universal automatic computer, and fourth one is ENIAC, electronic numerical integrator and computer. Now the second generation computers, they use the concept of a store program where the instructions were stored in the memory of the computer. The instructions were written using the assembly language. High-level programming languages such as COBOL and Fortran were also developed during this period. The first computer of second generation was developed for the atomic energy industry. Examples are P8, IBM 1401, CDC 1604, and IBM 7090. Now the third generation computer. In this generation, remote processing, time sharing, real-time multi-programming operating system OS were used. Operating system allow different applications to run at the same time. Examples are NCR 395, B6500, IBM 360, IBM 370, PDP 11. Now the fourth generation computer. The fourth generation computers were designed by using a microprocessor. This generation of computers supported graphical user interface GUI. Examples are Intel 4004 chip was the first microprocessor. IBM introduced the first computer for home use in 1981. In 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh. Now the fifth generation computer. AI, artificial intelligence software, which includes areas like expert system ES, natural language processing NLP, speech recognition, voice recognition, robotics, etc. Examples are robot, अब ये क्या हुआ है? Stop. Now the fifth generation computer, artificial intelligence software, which includes areas like expert system ES, example robots. Now we come to input unit. Input refers to the data instructions which we feed into a computer. Input devices are used to enter data and information into a computer. Some of the input devices are described below. First is keyboard. Keyboard is an input device. Few of it is contained of the following keys. First are typing keys, alphabet keys, numeric keys, punctuation, special characters. These keys also include shift, caps lock, spacebar, backspace, tab keys. Second are control keys. These keys are either used alone or in combination with other keys to perform an action. Control, ALT, Windows, lock key, ESC, arrow key, home and page up, page down, delete, insert, etc. Third are navigation keys. They are used to perform a specific task. They are placed on the top row of the keyboard and are labeled as F1 to F12. Special purpose keys. Keyboard also contains some special purpose keys such as Enter, Shift, Caps Lock, Num Lock, Spacebar, Tab, and Print Screen. Second is mouse. Mouse is an input device for computers. It is also called as pointing device, which contains an optical pointer in its base. The most conventional mouse has two buttons, the left and right click. Left one is used most frequently for clicking. Right clicking an item usually displays as a list of things user can do with the item. Types of mouse. First are mechanical mouse. These type of mouse has a metal or rubber ball in its lower side that can roll in its all directions. Optomechanical mouse. This mouse uses optical sensors to detect the movement of the ball. Third one is optical mouse. This mouse uses laser technology to detect the movement of the mouse. Now third one is stylus. A stylus is a shape like a pen. It can be used to draw or make selection on touchscreen devices directly on the screen. Using a stylus instead of a mouse or a trackball is also called pen computing. A stylus is used on game consoles like Nintendo. Fourth one is scanner. It is an input device that scans text, images, and objects. Types of scanners. First are drum scanner. It uses a rotating glass drum to scan. It uses photomultiplier tube (PMD) technology. Second are flatbed scanner. It uses charged coupled device (CCD) technology. Third are handheld scanners. These scanners are operated by hand. Now OCR. OCR is used to read characters from a printed paper into the computer. OMR, it is used for capturing data formed by dark and light marks on a specific position of the paper. MICR, it is primarily used by the banking industry to facilitate the processing of checks. BCR, it is used for reading barcodes present on various products. Joystick, it is a pointing device. It allows the user to move an object on the screen. It is generally used for playing games. Microphone, it is used to record and store voice or any other sound into a computer. Light pen, it is a light sensitive pointing device. It allows the user to point on displayed objects or draw on the screen. Voice input devices, speech software. A voice input device allows the user to control the computer through voice commands instead of using a keyboard. Digital camera, it is used to take both video and still photographs. Webcam, it is used to share a live image in real time or through a computer in a network. Now the output unit. The output unit is used for displaying or printing the processed data in a user-readable form. Some of the common output devices are discussed below. First is the monitor. It is most common output device. It is also called Visual Display Unit (VDU). The output displays on the monitor is called soft copy. Types of monitors are cathode ray tube (CRT), liquid crystal display (LCD), or thin film transistor (TFT). Light emitting diode LED. Now what is cathode ray tube CRT? It looks like SPV. They consist of an electronic gun. In these monitors, a beam of electronic lights up the pixels dots which form the inner coating of the screen. Second one is liquid crystal display LCD. This monitor uses the light modulating properties of liquid crystals. Liquid crystals do not emit light directly. Light emitting diode LED. It is the latest development in this field. These monitors are light emitting diodes that act as performance booster in them. Touch screen monitors. A touch screen is a special monitor that allows a user to input information by touching the icons or graphical buttons present on the screen. It is also used in ATM and metro machines. Now, printer. A printer is a peripheral device used for printing the output on a paper. The printed information on the paper is called a hard copy. Printers are of two types. First is impact printer, second is non-impact printer. Impact printer. Impact printer allow physical contact between the printer head and paper, that is, they print by the impact of dot wires on paper. They are also called character printers. Some impact printers are discussed below. First is daisy wheel printers. They produce letter quality documents. The speed of these printers varies from 60 CPs character per second to 120 CPs 120 character per second. Second one is dot matrix printers. They are noisy and do not have good printing quality. They use a matrix of small pins to create precise dots on paper to form characters. The speed of dot matrix range from 50 character per second to 500 character per second. Now the second ones are non-impact printers. They do not allow physical contact between the printing heads and paper. The non-impact printers are categorized as thermal, inkjet, and laser printer. Thermal printers. Thermal printers use a special heat-sensitive paper. Thermal printers are widely used in battery-powered equipment such as portable calculators. Second one is inkjet printers. They produce images by spraying tiny droplets of ink onto the paper. The average quality of inkjet printers is 30 dots per inch DPI. Laser printers. Laser printers use a laser beam and dry-powered ink to produce a fine dot matrix pattern. They can print 10 to 30 pages per minute. Fifth one is 3D printer. It is used for printing 3D objects. Now the speakers. A speaker converts an alternating electrical current into sound. Plotters. A plotter is a vector graphic printing device which interprets commands from a computer to make line drawing on paper with one or more automated pens. There are two types of plotters. First is flatbed plotter and second one is drum plotter. Flatbed plotter. A flatbed plotter is also known as table plotter. It plots on a paper that is spread and fixed over a rectangular flatbed table. Second, drum plotter. The first scanner was the drum scanner unit, introduced in 1957 at the US National Bureau of Standards by Russell Kirsch. A drum plotter is also known as roller plotter. They are used to produce continuous output such as plotting earthquake activity. Sir Christopher Latham Sholes was an American who invented the first QWERTY keyboard. Mouse was invented by Douglas Engelbart by Stanford Research Center in 1963. The first laser printer was invented as Xerox in 1969 in America by Gary Starkweather. In 1965, James T. Russell invented the compact disc. The first flash drive was manufactured in early 2000 by a company called Trek Technologies. Even IBM manufactured their first flash drive at the same time by the name of Disk on a key. By the name of Disk One Key. Now, what are the types of software? There are two types. First is system software, second is application software. System software is of three types: operating system, language processor, device driver, utilities. And application software are of types of general purpose application software, specific purpose application software, and customized application software. The set of instructions which performs a specific task is called a program. The collection of computer that provides instructions to a computer like what to do and how to do are known as software. Software has two types: system software and application software. System software. It is a collection of one or more programs which are designed to control the overall operation and performance of a computer system. A system software acts as an interface between the user and the computer. A system software can be classified into the following categories. First is operating system, second is language processors, third is device drivers, fourth is utility software. Operating system. Operating system is system software which acts interface between user and hardware. Without operating system, computer can't work. Operating system acts as a central coordinator between hardware and software. The operating system is classified into graphical user interface and common user interface operating system or character user interface operating system. Graphical user interface. In GUI, operating system device used are mouse and keyboard. Windows is the most popular graphical user interface operating system. Now, character user interface CUI. In CUI, operating system device used is keyboard. Unix and DOS are the most popular character user interface operating system. Now, language processor. Language processor translates the program written in high-level language used by the programmers to binary code, that is zeros and ones, which are computer understood. The various language processors are given below. First is assembler. Assembler converts assembly language into machine language. Second one is compiler. Compiler covers high-level language into machine language whole at once. And third word is interpreter. Interpreter converts high-level language into machine language line by line. Device driver. These are special programs which control the execution of a particular hardware device. Devices from different manufacturers need their own drivers to function properly. Now, the utility software. Utilities are the programs that support the smooth functioning of a computer. Software utilities are specially designed to help the end manage the computer hardware software and perform single tasks at a time. The main utility programs are described below. File and folder management. First is backup. This is a process of recovering data in case of damage or accidental loss. Examples of backup software are Delta Copy, Ace Backup, etc. Second one is system restore. It is a utility in Windows to restore your computer system file to an earlier point in time. Third one is compression. Compression is a technique which is used to compress files. It helps to reduce the consumption of storage space and ensure faster data transfer. WinZip is a compression software. Now, the second one is disk management. There are two types. First is disk defragmentation. The storage of a file in several non-contiguous areas of a disk rather than a single contiguous unit is called disk fragmentation. And second one is disk cleanup. It searches the computer hard disk for unnecessary files that are not being used for a long time and occupying huge amount of space. Third one is virus scanner and cleaner. Antivirus. Antivirus software are computer programs to identify, prevent, and remove viruses from the computer. Now, the fifth one is encryption. Encryption is the process of conversion of data into a form that cannot be easily understood by anyone except those possessing special information, usually referred to as a key. This is done using an algorithm called cipher. The result of the process is encrypted information referred to as ciphertext. Flex script is one of the most encrypting software. Decryption. Decryption is the process of converting the encrypted data back into its original form so that it can be understood by anyone. Now the types of application software. Application software is a set of programs developed by programmers in order to perform a specific task. These software can be run only if a system software is present in the computer. The application software can be further categorized as first, general purpose application software, second, specific purpose application software, and third, customized software. Now, the general purpose application software. General purpose application software meets the needs of individuals or organizations without making any modification to it. Software, also known as packages. Some commonly used packages are first, word processing software, second, presentation software, third, electronic spreadsheet software, fourth, desktop publishing package, fifth, database management system, DBMS, and sixth one is graphics and multimedia software. Now, what is word processing software? A word processor helps you to create a structured text document quickly. For example, MS Word Writer, Word Pro, WordPad. Now, the second one, electronic spreadsheet. The spreadsheet program helps to perform calculation, analyze data, and display the information in a tabular manner. Examples are Lotus 123, MS Excel, Calc. Third one is presentation software. It is used to present an idea or a concept. This software helps to create and display slides on a computer for business and educational purpose. Example are MS PowerPoint, Impress. Now the database management system. A database software helps you to store and manage a large amount of information in an organized way. For example, MS Excel, Oracle, and Base. Desktop publishing software. DTP packages can combine both text and graphic features to design professional documents like newsletter, printed forms, advertisements, brochures, posters, magazines, books, etc. Examples are PageMaker, InDesign, CorelDRAW. Multimedia software. It is used to create and play video, animation, sound, graphics, and text with a high degree of interaction. For example, Windows Media Player. Specific purpose application software. The specific purpose application software are developed by programmers to perform only specific tasks. Some specific purpose application software are accounting management, Tally, Wings, Busy are accounting software. Second one is reservation system. MakeMatric.com, Yatra.com are reservation sites. Third one is attendance system, biometric system. Fourth is school inventory control, all records of school staff. Fifth is HR management software, complete profile of candidates. Sixth is payroll system, monthly salary slip, annual salary report, calculation of employee tax details, etc. Seventh is billing system, hotels, shopping malls, hospitals. Now the last one is customized software. It is a software that is especially designed for a particular organization or user according to their requirements. For example, commercial website, digital database, software for private firms, etc. Mobile application, APP. An application is a software designed to mobile applications, APP. An application is software designed to perform a specific job. The word app is an abbreviation of application. Types of apps. First are desktop apps. These apps can be used on a desktop or a laptop. Examples of desktop apps are word processor, spreadsheet, Paint, Notepad, etc. Second are web apps. The apps require an internet connection. These are usually browser-based and stored on a remote server. Examples of web apps are Google Map, Instant Messenger, etc. Third is mobile apps. These apps run on a smartphone or a tablet. Classification of mobile apps. Mobile apps can be further classified as native apps or hybrid apps. First one, native apps. Apps that are developed keeping in mind that the device specifications are known as native apps. These are designed for a particular platform and are expensive to develop and maintain. Second one is hybrid apps. Hybrid apps contain the feature of both web apps and native apps. These apps can be downloaded from the Play Store and installed on the device. Candy Crush is a most gaming hybrid app. The first compiler was written by Dr. Grace Hopper in 1952. A multi-user system is a computer with an operating system that supports multiple users at a time or different times. For example, Linux, Unix, Windows 2000, etc. The Open Group is an industry standards consortium which owns the Unix trademark. Unix is a multi-user, multitasking computer OS developed in 1969 at Bell Labs, USA. A screensaver is a moving or rotating image that emerges when a system is left idle for a certain period of time. It also eases off the load of a CRT monitor. A driver is a small program code which is installed into the computer to enable the application software to communicate with the hardware. Paul Brent, the founder of Elders Corporation, developed the pacemaker for Mac in 1985 and is credited for coining the phrase desktop publishing. Microsoft System Configuration MS Config utility is a system utility used to disable or enable software, device driver, and Windows services that run at startup or change boot parameters. To launch MS Config, click on Start Run, type MS Config, and press Enter key. So our basics of computer are over now.